these shows are commissioned from production companies.
Yeah.
And when a channel decides that we're not renewing the contract, there's nothing you can do. If a radio station says we're not renewing a contract for that hip hop show, there's nothing you can do. You know?
Yeah.
Because when you look at radio now, the only national radio station that has a hip hop show is Ukhozi FM.
Hip-hop.
How do you explain having 25,000 people that come back to the city for strictly hip hop, you know, for 100% hip hop, and you're not gonna cater to those people on radio? Where do you think these people listen to when they want hip hop music?
Yeah.
They're gonna go on Spotify, they're gonna go on YouTube, because they're not being catered to by radio and TV.
Yeah.
You know, when you switch on channel or whatever channel, you see something else, you switch off immediately.
Yeah.
You know, because they're not talking to you. That's all. Everything you said, it comes from people who are not hip hop, whether it's fans or the artist. Just because you can rap really well doesn't mean you're hip hop.
True.
You know, and you can switch anytime because now you're just a talented artist. You know, you don't care about the culture, about like moving the culture forward. You know, you're about the bag. You know, Machine Gun Kelly switch from hip hop is doing some punk rock or whatever. Nobody cares. And nobody regarded him as hip hop anyway.
True.
We were like, white boy, you can rap. Cool. You know, there's a lot of artists even here in South Africa. Like, this nigga can rap really well. When you listen to him, he knows nothing about hip hop. You know, there's a lot of artists like that, you know, who mastered the art of rapping. Like, okay, you can copy and paste Drake, you can copy and paste Young Thug and do it very well, but that doesn't make you hip hop.
Do you think the lyricism in South Africa is on par?
Crazy. Better, even better than most Americans.
Yeah.
Crazy.
For example, who's that? 5 kids.
Gigi's better than Sexy Red. Bar for
That's
bar.
a fact. That's a fact.
Bar for bar.
Yeah. She's better than a lot of niggas, even.
Yes,
Come on.
yes. You know what I'm saying? It's just that we don't have the budget for aggressive marketing, you know, to put Gigi at New York Fashion Week, to put Gigi Times Square, New York Billboard. Like, they have that. They have the budget for aggressive marketing, and they can push artists down our throats. You know, I have no business in knowing Sexy Red, but she's everywhere.
To make it happen, Stogie T proverb.
Who must stay?
Who must go? One must stay, one must go. All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to it. It's the Chillout with Lectrow. I am super excited. This is going to be one informative one. It's dedicated to all you lovers of hip-hop and all you lovers of good hip-hop music. Remember, there's hip-hop and there's hip-hop. So here we are talking hip-hop, right? I'm joined by an OG legend in the game. He's put so many people on. We appreciate him. The culture appreciates him. So this, for me, is a humbling experience to be in studio with him. Rashid K, how do you do?
I'm all good, and thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. This is our second one.
Yeah.
I dropped our interview yesterday, and it got mad numbers for me. It was like humbling, and I was like, you know what? I need to sit down properly with you, and we discuss it, you know?
Yeah.
Khotman, can I just find out from you, what's your role in hip-hop? Like, for someone that doesn't really have an idea of who Rashid K is, which wouldn't make any sense. But remember, these youngins, these 2Ks, they might not know who you are. So what's your role and your involvement in hip-hop as an artist and just as a pioneer of the genre?
I do so many things, but all of them have to do with hip-hop. You know, I'm part of the Back to the City organizing team.
Yeah.
Been doing that for 18 years now. This year we're doing Back to the City for the 18th time.
Jeez, man.
You know, so the same team, Ritual Media Group, is responsible for SA Hip Hop Awards. So we do SA Hip Hop Awards as well. We've been doing that since 2012.
Yeah.
You know, this year it's like year 13 or 14, somewhere there. And then, I've been involved with hip hop since like after school, because I produce battle stations on Yo TV. I produce Shizni's when I was working at Red Pepper. I produced all seasons of One Mic on SABC One, where we had Pro Kid, Big Zulu, and all of them niggas. And then I did radio as well, 7 years on Metro FM with Oskido. Before then, I did 2 years on Ukozi FM. I'm back on Ukozi FM now. Sure. Every Saturday, hip hop show number 2.0.
Yeah.
I once wrote for Hype magazine while it was still a physical copy, and I became the chief editor for I Speak Hip Hop magazine. So my whole life, everything I've done has been about hip hop. Whether it's radio, TV, events, awards, everything I've done was hip hop. Yeah.
But now, man, look, man, you've been involved in so many things that like pioneered and promoted hip hop in SA. But we're in a time right now where you even said this yourself that it's not that hip hop in SA is dead. The problem is that we don't have the support that we used to have for hip hop. We don't have any hip hop shows on TV. We don't have a lot of hip hop radio shows. We don't have a lot of radio stations playlisting hip hop and all of that. Now, my question is, you were part of all these things. What happened? What happened? I mean, we don't have shizness anymore. We don't have a dope radio show anymore. You know, like, what happened? Where do you think?
You know what happens? These shows are commissioned from production companies.
Yeah.
And when a channel decides that we're not renewing the contract, there's nothing you can do. If a radio station says we're not renewing a contract for that hip hop show, there's nothing you can do. You know.
Yeah.
Because when you look at radio now, the only national radio station that has a hip hop show is Ukozi FM.
Which, in all honesty, I don't want to sound like a tribalist. Doesn't make sense, guys.
Yeah.
It honestly doesn't make sense that, because I mean, I'm not Zulu. I speak a lot of Zulu, but I'm not Zulu.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to listen to a station that bakulumang is Zulu the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't add up. Like,
but it leaves you with no choice, because that's where they play SA hip hop. They even have the charts, the top 10, whatever. You know, that's the only platform, you know, and that's the situation we're facing, you know. And with TV, I don't know what's going on, if there's a conspiracy going on in the background, because me and the other partner of mine shot a pilot for a hip hop show, you know, for a TV show 2 years ago. We've been trying to pitch it, no, you know, and it's a dope show.
Yeah.
You know, with interviews, performances, music videos, gig guides. You know, it's quite a dope show, but nobody's trying to hear that.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was a PSA that we didn't receive that says nothing to do with hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not that it's not there.
Yeah.
We have hip hop shows on the vault. We have all these hip hop concerts on the vault. You know.
I mean, Back to the City still selling out tickets. So clearly there's still a demand for hip hop.
How do you explain having 25,000 people that come to Back to the City for strictly hip hop? You know, for 100% hip hop, and you're not gonna cater to those people on radio? Where do you think these people listen to when they want hip hop music?
Yeah.
They're gonna go on Spotify. They're gonna go on YouTube, because they're not being catered to by radio and TV.
Yeah.
You know, when you switch on channel or whatever channel, you see something else, you switch off immediately.
Yeah.
You know, because they're not talking to you.
But don't you think the sudden growth and demand for amapiano music is the reason people are shutting hip
I
hop out?
heard that excuse before, and I'm not buying it. Why didn't Kwaito do that to hip hop? Why didn't House do that to hip hop? Why didn't Com do that to hip hop? Has always been there. It doesn't matter who's popping at the time. Hip hop has always been there. They always had their little shows, their slots. Now they're cutting off those slots, so it has nothing to do with Amapiano.
All right, cool. So look, Grootman, hip hop is a culture.
Yeah.
Right. Once you introduce yourself to us as a rapper and we give you that accolade of, dude, you're one of the dopest rappers, and you switch genres, to us people that listen to a lot of hip hop, it's like, nah, he done lost his street cred, right? So don't you think maybe the cause is a lot of hip hop artists switching or transitioning from hip hop to Amapiano, and not just being a collaborative transition that maybe, no, I'm just jumping onto Spanbani's song, but like transitioning holistically, changing like from imaging to branding and releasing Amapiano only? Don't you think maybe that could be the cause? We loved you, Wenza, so now you're moving there, so we're moving with you to Amapiano. Don't you maybe think that's
But that's all. Everything you said, it comes from people who are not hip hop, whether it's fans or the artist. Just because you can rap really well doesn't mean you hip hop.
True.
You know, and you can switch anytime because now you're just a talented artist. You know, you don't care about the culture, about like moving the culture forward. You know, you're about the bag. You know, Machine Gun Kelly switch from hip hop is doing some punk rock or whatever. Nobody cares. And nobody regarded him as hip hop anyway. We were like, white boy, you can rap. Cool. You know, there's a lot of artists even here in South Africa. Like, this nigga can rap really well. When you listen to him, he knows nothing about hip hop. You know, there's a lot of artists like that, you know, who mastered the art of rapping. Like, okay, you can copy and paste Drake, you can copy and paste Young Thug and do it very well, but that doesn't make you hip hop. You know, because when it's time to copy and paste Young Stunner, you're gonna do that and do Amapiano, and you're gonna do it very well. That means you're talented. You are talented, you know, but that doesn't make you hip hop. That's the mistake we always make, and we always associate hip hop with rap. You know, we always associate. There's people who do all those murals under the bridge at Back to the City. Graffiti artists are hip hop. They have nothing to do with rap. You know. We just put these rappers on the pedestal and we glorify them as hip hop. We even call this shit hip hop music when it's rap music. Yeah. You know, because we're taking all this hip hop stuff and give it to rappers and say this is hip hop.
Sure, that's crazy. Oh, yeah. That's crazy. See, this is why when I introduced this part of the show, I said that there's hip hop and there's hip hop, because I knew that you would differentiate for us and you would put facts behind
you can call anyone, oh, you hip hop, and give me 3 graffiti artists that you know. Give me 3 b-boy crews that you know. You can't say because you know rap and then you hip hop. No, you're a rap fan. You know everything about rap, because when we're talking when you're talking hip hop as in its entirety, you'll come short.
That's crazy. Yo, I'm so excited for this one. All right, good man. I just want to find out, nah, when you compare us, South Africa, because I said this to Gigi, I was like, dude, we are so special because we literally, everywhere in the world, we're the only country to have given hip-hop an identity and it was accepted, and we identified as SA hip-hop. So everywhere else in the world, it's just hip-hop. Do you think the lyricism in South Africa is on par?
Crazy. Better, even better than most Americans. Yeah. Crazy.
For example, who's that? 5 kids.
Gigi's better than Sexy Red. Bar for
that's
bar.
a fact. That's a fact.
Bar for bar.
Yeah. She's better than a lot of niggas. Even come on.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? It's just that we don't have the budget for aggressive marketing, you know, to put Gigi at New York Fashion Week, to put Gigi Times Square, New York, Billboard. Like, they have that. They have the budget for aggressive marketing, and they can push artists down our throats. You know,
Yeah.
I have no business in knowing Sexy Red, but she's everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
we could do that for Gigi or Nadia or Zulu Mecca or all these dope females that we have,
Rouge.
that would show that would show American female rappers flames.
Yeah.
Same thing with niggas. Like you have your touchline, your ginger troll, you're pretty ugly,
Nasty.
better than a lot of these Americans.
Yeah.
You know, but it's more than just music.
Yeah. But don't you think maybe the problem is that we're trying to sound alike a lot? Like, I mean, I'll make you an instance. Sometimes you listen to, I mean, no hate or no disrespect, right? You listen to a South African rapper and you're like, I'm listening to another Kendrick Lamar, so I'll just skip and continue listening to Kendrick Lamar. Don't you think maybe we somehow we lack that authenticity in our raps?
We do, but we can't avoid that because whether we like it or not, hip hop came from America, and there'll always be that influence. You know, it's not just rap. We wear Jordans, we wear Timberlands, we wear
Facts.
the influence is everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, so you cannot blame rappers for sounding a certain way. You know, we pick up what we were influenced by. You know, you know, you always pick that up. Oh, proverbs sound a bit like cannabis. You know, you can always pick it up from artists. Like I think this guy was influenced by this guy.
Yeah.
You know, some people can break away from it and have their own identity, you know. But with that being said, we do have our own brand of hip hop that you can't find anywhere else.
In the world.
But we go with the trends. Oh, this guy sounds like Drake. It means he's dope. This guy sounds like Future. It means he's dope.
Yeah.
You don't look at Java or Big Zulu or Tatestana and say nobody has this in the world. You know, we're trying to sell them something that they already have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's profound. That's very deep.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were to take someone like Java and put them on a song with Kendrick Lamar, there we go. That's all we need. It's like, shit, dog. This guy just came in with a South African sound, put it on.
That's why
on
Kendrick
release.
Lamar. That's when you check the Black Panther soundtrack. He picked a Java, a Saudi, and Yugen Black Rock. All these South African artists who don't sound American.
Yeah.
He left all these people that you lie to and say they dope because they have the accent.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Given the chance, if you were to implement any changes to change the situation, what changes would you implement? Or to better the situation, rather, because there's nothing to change. It's just making the situation better.
It's the system, the whole ecosystem. You know, you can't change. You can't tell people to change. But if you change the ecosystem, if you have the power to have your own TV channel or network, or your own TV network, to have your own radio station, that's how you can change people, because you're gonna put the content that you want there.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna say, no, don't listen to this, listen to that. You're just gonna put it out there for people to discover. Okay, here's the platform, check it out. It's up to you whether you fucks with it or not. You know, so you change the ecosystem. You know, you can't say, hey, you must wear Maxhosa, don't wear Gucci. Just do something about it.
True.
You know, and present it as quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've started that. I mean, look at the show.
Yeah.
Doing amazing. Zinga's doing that as well. You know, I see that a lot of people are like trying to implement the changes. It's just a matter of us, the public, supporting them. I have a request.
Yeah.
From someone who listens to a lot of hip hop, someone who's a fan of SA hip hop, please start a radio station for us. You can even make it an online radio station. People are going to listen. Start a dope radio station. You know the right people. You know the right podcasters who are rappers who you know can also. Like,
that's what I
host good
said.
shows.
That's what I said last time we had a round table.
Round table, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, yo, Zinga, Switch, whoever, let's come together and do this thing, because there's squads and groups and crews. There's a tendency of saying, oh, it's those guys thing. You look at Back to the City. Say, it's those Newtown guys. You look at Cotton First. Oh, it's those people. You look at Mufftown Heights and say, oh, it's that
Guys from Mafike.
Mafikeng guys.
Yeah.
We look at things the wrong way. I could do that any day, but it's gonna be perceived as, hey, Rashid wants to be everywhere. Rashid wants to do everything. But if we do together, if there's the sobering is there, Zinger is there, DJ Switch is there. We come together and say we're doing this radio station. It's not gonna be looked at as speedsters thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be looked at as SA hip hop initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Khudman, there's a game that I like playing. I played it with a G. I'm going to play it with you. I just have one more question.
Yeah.
What do you think? This is not hip-hop based. I just want to find out from you as someone who listens to a lot of music and has a lot of understanding of the music industry. What do you think of artists moving from genre to genre?
Hey, man, like, if you're gonna there's sometimes there's reasons behind that. Let's say Casper Nyovest found Jesus and now he decides to do gospel. Are you gonna blame him?
Nah.
That's why I'm saying that there's reasons behind everything. There are people like Ishmael.
Yeah.
Ishmael is the perfect example.
Versatile artist.
Ishmael was in a hip hop crew with POC. He was in a Kwaito crew with Scheme. He released a gospel album, Avulekile Masang, and then he released a Kwaito gospel, Roba Liteka, and then he released a hip hop album with Josie.
Yeah.
And then he released an R&B album. Let me be the one. Like that's an artist. You cannot say, okay, this time he's rapping, it means he's a hip hop head. He cares about the culture.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a talented dude. If he does gospel, it doesn't mean like
Yeah.
now you still see him in the club drinking and smoking while singing Avulekile Masang. So he's just an artist. So there are artists like that, and you need to pardon them. You cannot like force them, hold them to the culture and say, no, your first song was a rap song, so you belong here. If you want to footsec, you can footsec.
Facts, I feel makes sense what you were saying about no, just because someone raps doesn't mean that they're hip hop.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, let's get into it then, Khutman. Then I can let you bounce. I'm just gonna ask you a few questions and then you tell me who must go.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just gonna put two artists. I'm gonna present two artists to you, and then you tell me who must go.
If they don't go, I'm supposed to be taking a shot. Where's the shot?
I ain't got no shots.
If I say nobody goes, I need
Can AMPD sponsor me with some drinks next time too?
All
right, cool,
if I say they both stay, I need to take a shot.
Yeah, facts. That's how it's supposed to work
Yeah.
initially. But yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, just for the sake of the show, just to make it happen, Stogie T proverb.
Who must stay?
Who must go? One must stay, one must go.
Proverb already gone.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so.
But the impact though.
No, but you're saying Stog is still here.
Alright, cool. Alright, makes sense.
Yeah.
KOC's Alakain. /reason.
KO.
KO
Must stay. Yeah.
because he's been hip hop.
He's still here.
Kid X Zinger.
Kirex. Sorry, Zinger, you're my boy, but Kirex. Yeah.
Touchline Ginger Trail.
Shit. No way, bro. No way, bro. Like, Ginger Trail, when I was way back in 2013,
Yeah.
when I was producing battle stations on Yo TV, he was still Gingerbread Man,
Yeah.
and not a lot of people knew him. I put him on as a judge. He was judging with Nadia and Tatos from the Raps,
Yeah.
He's been my boy like for over 15 years.
Any talent.
Hey, he's one of the he's top 5 SA
Yeah.
dead or alive when it comes to lyricism. And then Touchline is my youngin. I've seen him grow. I put him on some platforms like Metro FM, Back to the City, and we're both from the Beast Rand, So right now we're in the same team, hip hop team. We're gonna be playing next week against Maskandi and whatever, So I'm coaching the hip hop team, SA hip hop team, the soccer team.
Yeah.
So I can't choose between, and I love their collabo album.
That's a beautiful album.
I love their collabo album. Those are the only two guys I can't choose.
All right, cool. This one, let's base this on lyricism. You tell me, who do you think is the strongest?
Yeah.
Right? Pretty Ugly, Shane Eagle.
Pretty Ugly.
Nasty C, Aries.
Nasty C.
Nasty C stronger than Aries.
Yeah.
Lyrically. All right, cool. Kendrick Lamar, Absol.
Shit. That's a tough one. Absol.
All right. Lil Wayne, Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
For reals? But Jay-Z's been out here.
Did you listen to Dear Mr. Carter? What Jay-Z did?
That's where it stems from, I guess.
You know what I mean? And they both the Carters.
Yeah, they both the Carters, yeah. But we can't deny the fact that Lil Wayne
Lil Wayne is goated. Don't get it wrong.
All right, cool. Saudi, MT.
MT.
And then last but not least, DMX, Tupac.
Tupac.
All right, cool. Before I let you go, top 5 rappers in SA right now that you're listening to.
Top 5 rappers that I'm listening. Rappers that I'm listening to, or top 5?
Rappers that you're listening to, and then you're gonna give me your top 5. Top 5 that you're listening to, and then you're gonna give me your favorite top 5.
Right now, I'm listening to Words and Mash. It's on repeat. I'm listening to Envy. I'm listening to Myself and AB Crazy, the collabo album, Brotherhood. I'm listening to... Who else am I listening to? I'm listening to Obi Magic. He dropped a dope album. I don't know, a lot of people gonna catch on to him. Who else am I listening to? Trying to think.
Touchline, Ginger?
Well, not currently. I've been listening to that. Like I'm talking about like the recent stuff that just came out now.
Yeah.
Stogie as well.
Do you think he's better than Kendrick?
Who?
Stogie.
No, I don't think so.
That's what he said last time.
I heard that. But how we put it, he didn't say I'm better than Kendrick. He said Kendrick is not better than me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
okay.
There's a difference.
There's a difference, yeah.
It could mean we are equal or we're the same level. Yeah. He said Kendrick is not better than me. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, and then your top 5 favorite? Dead or alive?
My top 5 favorite, dead or alive, Pro Kid. All the time.
Thank you, sir.
Always. Keenan.
Super mega.
All the time. Always. Double HP. I'm not choosing these people because they passed. They did amazing things.
I understand also the impact they had in hip hop, guys. Yeah.
They did amazing things. And Pretty Ugly has to be in my top 5. And Nasty C.
Nasty C. Shout out to him, man. He's doing amazing.
Yeah.
And shout out to you, Grootman. We really appreciate you. I mean, you put it properly for everyone. So I guess just because I listen to a lot of hip hop doesn't mean that I'm hip hop. So I just call myself as a consumer of hip hop music. Yeah. I just want to say that we appreciate you. And from a distance, we see the things that you're doing. We see what you're doing with Back to the City, what you're doing with the podcast, and what you're doing with these young kids. There's a guy that I went to school with, Diaby. He was here yesterday. He was telling me that he was here to meet you. And I've known him since tertiary, and I know that he's a very good rapper. It's just that he was just missing that touch. Someone who could say, bro, let me expose you to the people. And I told him when he told me that he's working with you a lot, I'm like, you're in the right hands. You know, just
Yeah.
work your ass off now. Don't relax. Just work your ass off. Keep the respect. And I'm telling you, you're in the right hands. And we appreciate you, Grootman. We can't wait for this year's Back to the City. I wish I could ask you who the international artist is. I know you haven't dropped it yet, so I'll wait for when you drop it. Or maybe you'll tell me off air.
We even haven't dropped the lineup. We're still having those meetings. We haven't finalized the lineup.
All right, cool, man. But I see the tickets are selling out already. They're selling very fast, which shows you that hip hop in SA is still as impactful as it was. It's just people choose to listen to what they want to listen to.
Because Back to the City, usually it's about the experience. It's not about the lineup.
Yeah.
You know, we normally sell like 8,000 tickets before we announce the lineup.
Yeah.
You know, because people want to be there. Everyone like, this year I'm coming to Back to the City. You know, so it's not about if so and so is not on the lineup. It's not gonna. Nah, people are there for experience. There are people who are playing basketball and watching basketball the whole day. They don't care who's performing.
Yeah.
There are people who are under the bridge spraying the pillars.
Yeah.
They don't care who's on stage. So yeah, it's that experience. You know.
And you know, it's a movement that we'll always appreciate. I was telling Caesar when we were at the GG Verse launch that, you know, you might not know this. I know I look very young, but the first time I heard you spit a vernac verse was at Back to the City in 2014, after you had just dropped Audio HD, the second one.
Yeah.
And then he was on stage spitting a vernacular verse. What I'm like, I was there. I was in the crowd looking at you. And there was another stage, your Malum Cool Cats, your Rickies, they were on that other stage. She was on the main stage. And I was like, see, I've been following this hip hop thing, you know. So shout out to you, Grootman. We appreciate you. We appreciate Back to the City. And all the best in all your future endeavors. And I'm hoping this year I'm covering Back to the City.
Yeah, for sure.
See, I'm asking it live, Mpo. So we can't say no.
Also, check out the Masterclass podcast on YouTube for some hip hop knowledge and some music business. It's all in there.
Away. Shout out, Grootman. I hope we can have this one again. I'd like to have it maybe once a month where we touch base, check out the situation in hip hop and in these other genres. But it's something maybe we can have a conversation about off air. And then if you agree, would be dope because you're one of the dudes that have a lot of knowledge. And if the kids are looking for knowledge, they should look for you. Like you just mentioned with your podcast, if you want knowledge about hip hop, not only just hip hop, I think like life in general, there's a lot that we can learn from you as a man, just having a backbone. If you don't fuck with something, you don't fuck with it. You know, you're not supposed to say that I like you just because, hey, you're going to put me on. It's like, no, dog, if I don't like you, I don't like you.
And the knowledge we drop is about like music in general, because when we talk about contracts and royalties and whatever, it applies to every musician, not hip-hop artists only. You know, so yeah, it's worth checking out if you're interested in music or music business.
All right. And there you have it, Chillout. It's the Chillout with Lectrow. I was joined here by an OG legend, Rashid K. Remember to tell a friend, to tell someone they know that might potentially subscribe, that we out here doing the most. It's the Chillout with Lectrow. Danko.